Hey, Steeler Nation, what's going on? Hey, JT and the producer here from Steelers Realm Podcast. Got a great show tonight, man. Camp concludes, so we're going to get your thoughts and our thoughts on where we are so far. Also, we'll talk Steeler news and the Bucs in town. We'll talk about the practice today they had and also kind of preview the upcoming game along with my thoughts since I didn't make it. We didn't make it. Just to recap on what we saw at the Jags game. So stick around. Lots to talk about. We'll see you in a second.
Welcome to the Steelers Realm Podcast. And now, here are the boys of Steelers Realm.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, man?
What's up, Steeler Nations? It helps when you turn the microphone on. What's going on?
Yeah, I have it on this time. Don't worry.
JT with the producer tonight. TA got the night off. He's traveling, man. So good to be with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you all healed from your what was it, coronavirus, or what were you down with?
Oh man, got it again. Yep.
No.
About a 5-day turnaround on it. So it wasn't bad. It was like a bad cold with fever.
You sure you weren't playing hooky with the bottle blue?
Well, yeah, I would have liked to have had a little bit more medicine, but anyhow, we powered through it. Family did. 4 out of 5 got it and are over it. So actually went on a 10-mile bike hike yesterday, so feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're just faking it.
I wish, dude.
I can't even do a 10-mile bike hike when I'm healthy.
No biggie. A lot of fun. But anyhow, man, great week. Sorry I missed you guys last week. I was not feeling good at that point, and so it'd have probably been just an episode of hearing me cough or mute my microphone because of which. But yeah, man, so camp concludes. That's it. Camp's done. My God. And we didn't get down there. We got the Friday night lights, didn't get down to camp, but turns out it was a pretty good year for Steeler Nation turning out of camp. A lot of excitement down there, a lot of ups and downs. I don't know. I'm looking forward to like picking everybody's brain as they jump on here and join our conversation about what their thoughts were, both on camp this up until now, and then also their first preseason game under their belts. Mm-hmm. Most of the starters didn't play, but we did have a chance to see some of the players we were expecting to see do some things.
Yeah, we really got to see some of the young guys really show up in that game, whether it was some of our rookies, Derek Harmon, or whoever. A lot of good rookies showing up in that preseason game.
Yeah, and just going from 4 to 3 has changed the dynamic of these preseason games, at least in Tomlin's mind. Now, didn't Jacksonville come out and play a series and they were done with their
pretty much.
But which didn't result in much, but there you have it with Trevor.
Yeah, well, their starters were out, and I was a little bit scared because it was their starters against our backups, which I didn't think was going to go so well, but we actually played surprisingly well. We actually held up pretty well. All our quarterbacks looked good, or even our offensive line looked good, which I think is where you got to start because they're protecting Mason for like the whole 10 minutes at a time.
That was the big question. One of the big questions going in, can this line support and protect Aaron Rodgers as we work our way towards the season opener? And, I don't know, it kind of sounded like it started off a little rough, but wasn't he banged up a little bit, Broderick Jones, or it was just the new move was?
Oh, in training camp he was, and then preseason he was good to go, it sounded like.
But sounds like he's kind of getting his legs underneath him. Fautanu seems to be looking okay so far.
Yeah, I mean, a guy who's come back from a knee injury, I really liked how he played because that explosiveness was back. he was getting off the line so fast against guys like Trayvon Walker. They're
That's
pretty fast themselves in their own right, being a former first overall pick. But his ability to get off the line, get into Trayvon Walker's chest like that, very impressive to see, especially for a young guy.
Yeah,
guy coming off that injury.
True. Because we've seen both ends of that spectrum coming off of knee injuries, haven't we? As Steeler fans, we've seen the good and we've seen the not so good. Unfortunately, it's looking good for them. Yeah, and then of course Broderick, it looks like maybe settling into that role over there. From what he's used to playing.
Yeah, he looks great, man.
Let's just keep that growth coming. I know he's been working hard. A lot of pressure on that kid, but yeah, I mean, we saw Mason, and how about the Mason and Roman Wilson connection over the middle, right off the bat, boom! Like, what the hell? The way to go, Mason, El Mason.
I didn't know you're allowed to use the middle field. Since when are you able to do that?
That was a mistake. Mason's like, watch this. Hold my beer.
Well, a guy we hit over the middle in the end zone later that drive, Darnell Washington. I mean, that guy's a cheat code. We just throw him up into the end zone.
I think it was. Yeah. Arthur has to be chomping at the bit to get him as involved as possible. What a presence! And this year he seemed to use his body very well. I mean, that catch, and he powered through. God, he catches the ball. Who the hell's going to tackle him? So yeah, nice to see. Nice to see Roman Wilson kind of stepping up. Although I got to tell you, he's still got some work to go. There's a lot of names ahead of him on the list. So we're.
Yeah, he's still listed third string on the depth chart. He still needs to prove himself. If he can do well going forward.
Well, and I think with Calvin Austin out, that isn't Scotty Miller like listed third.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy who everybody's been talking about. He's been making plays left, center, and right. I mean, even the Jags game, he had 4 catches. He caught all 4 for 47 yards.
We watched him. Great. We watched him Friday nights. He was tearing it up, absolutely tearing it up. He's the go-to guy, and the quarterbacks feel comfortable with him.
I mean, he looks like the best guy in training camp so far.
I mean, God bless him. Tell you who else I like it, Max Hurlman. A great touchdown, and he had a beautiful play before that. Was in the catch. Got him in a position for that. So yeah, man. I mean, he's a good special teams guy too. So hopefully they can fit him in there. If nothing else, at least the practice squad. But that's good. That's a name to keep an eye on there, Max Hurlman.
Yeah. A lot of the UDFA wide receivers looked good. Even guys like Rock Taylor, Brandon Johnson, they're making plays to help out this.
Yeah, Rock Taylor did look good in my eyes. Just that eye test.
He's your favorite.
I like him. I like him a lot. Yeah, I hope it's tough because some of these receivers are just they're not going to make it.
Yeah, they'll still probably make the practice squad for sure.
I'm
hoping.
Hope so. But Thornhill. What are we thinking now? He's not going to play again.
Yeah, well, he looked good, though. He might play, though, it sounded like. But he made that great play where he just laid the boom on Brian Thomas Jr. over the middle. I love that physicality, seeing that part of his game.
Absolutely. He's to be reckoned with, no doubt. And another guy. Yeah.
And then Cole Holcomb looked good as well.
I'm so excited to see him back on the field again too. We were like, where's Waldo? Where's Coleman? Where's Coleman for the last year and a half? We haven't heard anything about him. So nice to see. Nice to see.
Yeah. He looks like back where he did pre-injury, coming back from the injury. You're wondering if he'd ever play football again. Now he looks as fast as he ever did.
That's good. On the other side of the ball, it seems like Peyton Wilson getting his legs underneath him, the playbook underneath him, and he can just play on instinct now, which is where the speed comes from. So
he looks really fast, blazing around the field. He had 3 tackles on the opening drive. Looked really good. Player to watch as he goes into year 2. Yep. And then there's also that 70-yard bomb during the game that I think you saw.
Crazy. That was just absolutely insane. So
I need him to do it during the regular
power
season
to
to
him.
break Tucker's
Power
record.
to him. So officially, does that count? It doesn't count in the regular during a
Nah, it
regular
has to be
game
during the season
or playoff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to
It's
be.
okay. All right. So
Yeah, there was one area that I'd like to see more from. That's the running game. All our running backs seem to struggle, except for like Lou Nichols for some reason. But Caleb
yeah,
Johnson had a tough game, only like
tough
2.5
sledding.
yards per
It
carry.
has been tough sledding for him yet. We're not really haven't seen that explosion. Remember, there was one he had a chance to break one to the outside during that game, and it just like somebody tripped him up last second. I really wanted him to see him to get to that second level, and couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, during the game, we only had one run go for over 10 yards. So I was really hoping he could burst one there.
And
to
that
go
might
add to our
that
run
might have
total
been the
because
one.
we didn't
He
run the ball.
close to breaking it, but they tripped him up. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, something to watch with Caleb is whether or not he can catch. That seems to be iffy. They seemed like
well,
paying one more for that
wasn't
role,
pass
so we'll have to watch.
blocking also blitz pickup, pass blocking. That was a concern that they were wanted to be concerned about.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think they brought in a guy like Gainwell, so like Caleb can be more early down guy or short distance. Yep. Anything else to say about the game?
No, I thought it was enjoyable to watch. It was good to see the Steelers D there, bend but don't break. Don't see anything fantastic, but we did see a lot of good, a lot of good second, third string quarterback action. I think even our guy we picked up from who was it, Atlanta or
Oh yeah,
I think he even got in there for a few.
Oh, I'm going to be honest with you. I think he turned off the game.
Right. Well, not a lot holding you on the edge of your seat there. That's for sure. That's for sure. But looking forward to where we go. So, I mean, this was, as Tomlin said, this was an opportunity for these youngsters to get more playing time and a better look at them. Of course, that helps the team too. It helps them evaluate player personnel. When you got 4, that's a lot to juggle around. 4 games. Now you're down to 3. So, I have a feeling next week we'll probably see the starters come out and play a series on both sides of the ball and then back to what we've been used to seeing before we get into final roster cuts, right?
Actually, this week it looks like we're going to be playing pretty much the same. Most of our starters won't play again.
Correct.
Won't be playing again, unfortunately. Yeah, so we won't see Rodgers or any of the big guys, big guns this week. Yeah, so more opportunities for the young guys to shine, like you said. I mean, we really want to see more from these rookies and guys battling for those lower end depth chart spots. Especially positions where wide receiver or safety where we're not quite as set going into preseason.
A lot of potential, both sides there. A lot of weapons, I think. Of course, when you got 91 on the roster, you can afford to have a lot of weapons there too. It'd be interesting now. If camp's concluded, what they move on to the UPMC facility for practices. They don't really move in the stadium yet till game day. But anyhow, we're still up in the air with a couple of these players, man. I guess a contract isn't a contract anymore, but it's the pace that these salaries and guaranteed monies are growing. As a veteran player who's given their all, how do you not turn around and say, hey, I want my chunk too, dude? Like I didn't buy.
Hey, everybody on our defense wants a big paycheck right now.
So look at him. Look at him. I've been doing longer than him. So I don't know. Hey, find money somewhere. Just pay the dude. Let's move on. I don't know. Is he a solid 3-year player? Probably not, but they got ways of shifting money around. I said, just like get rid of the distractions. They got this week and next week. Because once the season starts, it is what it is. It is what you.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to pay him because they love him. I mean, they'll probably give him a little bit extra money probably working in as incentives or work around the cap, like you said, to get it done because Cam's their leader and they want their leader out there to guide this defense to hopefully.
Didn't I read somewhere? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if DJ will, if he hears this one, and I'm incorrect, but didn't he receive already a check for like $13 million, and he's wanting like 14.1 or something like that? But he already got one in March. Check in March.
Probably something like that.
What, like, pay the guy? What's the cap hit though? I guess, and all that. I don't know all that money stuff, but I don't know. Seems like it should be doable.
Well, he's currently at 14 mil.
It seems like it should be doable. Of course, that's all subject to change. Okay, you want this? Well, then what happens next year? I don't know. It's just with everything else, just another distraction. And of course, we got another guy too. Best kicker in the NFL right now, Boz, seeking a new contract too.
Well, that one's pretty straightforward. You just pay him.
Yeah. Is there a question? Yeah, I don't think so. What, he's ranked the 8th highest as far as pay goes. Is that correct?
Yeah, right now. He's 4th among AFC North kickers as well.
4th in AFC. So bottom of the barrel, and he's the best kicker in the NFL, for God's sake. Just so he's on what? This is next year's his last year. Right.
Yeah, sounds right. He's at like $5 million, and like the league high is like $7 million. It's like nothing as well. Yeah, it's like kickers don't make next to nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
hey,
just to skim more.
I signed him for 5 years. You know what I mean? He's a young kid. He's got married. He's only.
He's got at least 10 years on camp.
As long as he doesn't try to tackle people running down the sideline, he'll be all right.
As long as they're not having him do those fake kick field goals where Miles Garrett comes on and kills him.
Just stay away. Boss, stay away. Just stay away. Oh, well, we'll see. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do we get both done?
I imagine we do. But they love both guys. They think they're very valuable to this locker room. I imagine they're going to get deals done within the next week or two. I'm really hoping because both of them deserve it. I mean, Cam had an all-pro year last year. So did Boss probably. So like both guys do deserve it at the end of the day, and they'll probably
Well, Boss his entire career. I only saw 1 year where he had a hard time, and I think that's the year his dad died, and he just hit a slump and blah blah blah. But he came back the following year at Tone, and he's been solid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, both guys have been pretty consistent throughout their careers. I mean, I think Cam's had 2 years where he's been banged up. And those are the years he's just sucked. But every other year, he's consistently putting up 60 pressures.
Yeah, but some of us have kind of gone through this and watched players as they get to the upper tiers of their careers. And two names come to mind real quickly: Hines Ward, Troy Polamalu. Just didn't have the step that he used to, or that, let's say, that everybody was used to, and it was tough for them to walk away feeling they still had more in the tank. And so, it's a tough one to see. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen in Cam's case, and definitely not Boz. So I think we'll get it done.
Yeah, I was saying with Cam, he's a fine wine. Man. He gets better with age.
No doubt. Well, you know what? We got the joy of time on our side tonight. And we got a game coming up, second preseason game against the Bucs, who we've already had like a little practice with.
Yeah, a little get together, a little scrum practice, whatever, joint practice.
A little something there. And so 7:00 kickoff tomorrow, home game. This is the first home game. Another Saturday, yeah. But we got our man Pomp running the show there on KDKA, CBS, and then of course Charlie doing the color, and then Missy and is doing sideline. And we don't have a second sideline person because who is on the radio now, right? Oh yeah, Max on the radio too. So yeah,
let's go.
But Yeah, so looks like going to be a hot day, man. 87 degrees. By the way, we're having a family picnic. So some of you who are listening, tune in. We'll be stopping by. If you can make it, swing by, man.
Nice.
So against the Bucs, 10-2 overall. Of course, we've never played some very good Buccaneer teams. I could think.
Yeah, I mean they're only good when they Tom Brady for a few years. We didn't really play them.
It. That was about it. So, but anyhow, it'd be easier to say pretty much say who is playing, but why don't you run through real quick? The names are going to be out. Obviously, A-Rod, DK out. Both tight ends, Jonnu and Freiermuth, and of course Jalen Warren at running back. Who else missing?
Cornerbacks: Ramsey, Slay, Porter. Our linebackers: Patrick Queen, Cam, obviously, Watt, Highsmith, both out. Boswell definitely not playing. Isaac Samolu, Deshaun Elliott, Nick Herbig may or may not play. We'll have to see still. But yeah. And then also Calvin Austin is seeing if he'll come back or not. He's kind of been missing some time. He's been out for like a couple of weeks, it feels like now. I mean, he's been dealing with something. They've been very
well, yeah. You got to be a little protective about that. But well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see more of these other guys too. On the linebacker side, obviously Sawyer. I want to see Wilson back there again. See him working and some of the up and coming. Guys on the outside, also the interior. Harmon has been nothing but spectacular. I think he's looked great. So, and no Cam there, but we've still got some decent backups, so they're worthy. I still like my man Loudermilk, man. I still like.
I don't know, man. Black, our 5th round pick's been showing right. Up at camp so far. It sounds like.
TA was on here. We would call him Yaya, but yeah. Yeah, man. So it's going to be fun to watch again. Of course, this is a preseason game, so see what we can make of it. We'll see how the quarterbacks look again. Boy, I'm hoping Will can make it back for the next game.
We'll have to see. It sounded like it's going to be out all preseason.
Yeah, well, they were talking. They're not. Tomlin didn't rule him out. That it's possible. They said, "Do you think it's possible that you might see him in a preseason game?" And he said, "Yes."
Listen, man, I'd love to see him. I mean, he showed a lot of good stuff in college. He's a really exciting quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger is ringing his bell too, man. I don't know if you guys caught the latest post of his, but yeah.
All right. Did you see Ben was at the joint practice today? Yeah, he's giving Rodgers a little advice on the sideline. Yeah. Joint practice was fun today. We got butts kicked a little, but we learned a few things, and now we're ready to go for preseason.
Ben Roethlisberger giving Aaron Rodgers advice. I would love to see that. Hear what that conversation was.
I mean, that's got to be great. He's probably like, "You idiot! You're supposed to front that way."
Hey Ben, man, since you've been retired, you trying any of that new peyote they got out there?
You trying the good stuff?
Oh man, so yeah, good stuff. Looking forward to it. Got any plans for the game?
Yeah. That's for the game. It's just me drinking, watching the game. Yeah. Not much. What about you? You said you're going on a picnic?
We're going to have a little family birthday party / barbecue.
Ooh.
Whose
birthday is it?
Couple of us. Mine and my sisters. Some of us. 4 of us have summer birthdays, so we're going to celebrate those.
Wow.
And got a pork butt ready to throw in the smoker. So good chow.
Ooh.
Good chow.
Tasty.
So, I mean, what do you before we wrap up, let's flip it over to the other side. We're going to be facing these Bucs here. How do you think we'll fare on that? I guess by the sounds of it, we didn't fare too well, or at least our DBs didn't fare too well against Baker and company, Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I mean. Tampa Bay is really known for their passing attack. Even their backup wide receivers are very good. So it's going to be interesting to see how their wide receivers do against our corners. Really fun matchup to watch this game.
So Why do you think these
Yeah.
guys like they're going to play Baker and Evans and their first rounder Ibuka?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It seems like a head coach thing, I guess. With Todd Bowles wants the starters get some reps in there. I mean, the Steelers do have a lot of veterans, though. I mean, Rodgers doesn't need to be there. It's like a lot of guys who are very proven, like all pros who don't.
Could
don't
you
really need the
only
reps. I mean,
imagine if something were to happen to Rodgers in a preseason game? Could you imagine the fallout from that? It would be unheard of.
I mean, that's what a lot of people say. It's not worth playing the starters in preseason because of the risk of injuries, and that's actually probably the best point. And I usually agree with
the
that,
purpose
honestly.
of preseason is one, to play against other players, go up against other players, and then see how you match up at the faster speed level, so to speak. And then, of course, the second one is player evaluation. So, we know what TJ does. We know what Aaron Rodgers does. Like, we don't need it. That's what camp is for, is developing rhythm. That comes in the game, and when you're gearing up to speed on that. And we'll probably see them next week for a series on each side, just to get that rhythm started and continued. And really, that's all these preseason games should be about. It's just player evaluation and trying to build rhythm. It's like a baseball team practicing indoors all night. You got to get out on a diamond and play some together as a team, right? Otherwise,
yeah. But I imagine that's what week 3 is for. They're going to be playing.
We're going to see probably a little bit more of that in week 3. So, looking forward to it, man. You got any predictions on what you thought? Final score of the game?
I mean, it's preseason. Let's just say we win 30-25 again or whatever it was.
I don't even care about the score, honestly. Yeah, the one thing
that's what I mean.
I don't want to see a Kenny Pickett preseason where we just looked fantastic and every pass was connected and we just walked the ball up and down the field, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see struggles. I want to see, struggles, but yet I want to see them power through and come back, see the ability to be able to move the ball when needed, pick up those short yardage situations, make good connections at the right time, make good reads, that kind of stuff. See the game start to tighten up and see who's going to make the bubble or not.
Yeah. Any players you're watching this game at all?
Excuse me. I'm still going to keep an eye on the running game too. Still want to see Johnson. I'd like to see him break one. I'd like to see that open speed.
I mean, maybe you can take
Sawyer,
one to the house even.
Look for Sawyer. Looking for continuity on the offensive line, and of course it's preseason, so we're going to see a lot of vanilla shit. But I'd like to see a mix of stuff.
You mean continue to use the middle field
let's
did
use
last
the other
game?
half of the field we have to work with. So, and I think we're going to see positive feelings that we're going to see that continue to grow. God, with the tight end team we have, a trio of potential superstars and a couple backups. There's no reason in the world why. Just like TA's been saying all along this offseason that you got Freiermuth. He's as good as a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2, if you need him to be. Now you add Jonnu and you have the Mount in there. You're going to see a lot of plays coming out of that. What do they call that? 13?
Yeah, 13 personnel. That's one scary tight end trio you got there. Yep. I mean, I am too. I want to see the offensive line did exactly what they did last week, where they shut out the other team's defensive line, shut down those edge rushers from getting to the quarterback. I mean, Mason had all day back there. I mean, if they can do the same this game, I mean, it's very exciting to see, because that is the one thing I'm really watching to see this year, because that is probably our biggest question mark. If they can protect Rodgers, we're going to have a really good season. If not, we might be screwed.
I also want to see Baker. I like Baker Mayfield. Always did. Liked him when he was in Cleveland. He got Mason Rudolph out of there too. But, that Evans and Baker connection, I'll be excited to see that. Hopefully they don't burn us too bad, but always good to see players that have finally made it through all the noise and are able to show what they can do, so.
Yeah, after he suffered with the Browns for a few years,
just
he's finally
ticket.
great.
We promised not to say the full name on the show, but
Oh,
yeah, he's having a
we're
rough
not
time
allowed.
over there too.
I was just gonna say, I saw all the Browns quarterbacks got hurt.
Their quarterback room
Somehow.
is in shambles. Well, they got their third stringer is the only one that's semi-healthy.
Don't worry, they got 4 guys ready to go. They're all replacement level, so they should be just fine.
Browns be the Browns. All right, man. Yeah, we'll have to give a shout out to. Hey, we did connect with DJ. I don't know if I had a chance to talk with you guys yet after the Friday Night Lights, but yeah, I did have a chance to hook up with DJ. We get a couple pictures we shared back and forth. He brought another guy up, Paul, his friend Paul from West Virginia, who actually his family is very good friends with Zach Frazier's family. Yeah, and so as a matter of fact, he had a Frazier jersey on too, which I love. So it was good time there. It was a good time. That place, incredible. They almost doubled the record from last year of attendance. Over 13,000 people there. Unbelievable.
Wow. Does that mean we're more excited?
There's a lot of excitement there, man. You couldn't help but feel it. I mean, like brand new jerseys. I mean, people came. Fans were out.
Yeah, sounds contagious.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Have a great Friday and enjoy the game. Steeler Nation, careful in the hot tub. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you guys, as always.
Check back next week into the Steelers realm.